What's up, guys? This is Murdoc, and I'm back with more PvP commentary. Today I've got a game of Voidstar for you. I'm running with a group of 3, myself, Operative Healer Corwin, and a DPS Sorcerer. And we're going to open up the game here, trying to get everyone to go to the right side, and Corwin and I are going to go over to the left, see if we can get a little ninja, and see what we can do. So, trying to do the ninja, it's important to stay back and kind of like make sure you get a good visual on how many enemies are over there, and you really got to time your attempt properly. If you don't time it right, then it's not going to work out for you. So vent is probably something that's going to be necessary. Typing just takes a little bit too long. And what we're doing, we're trying to get to draw that like sage that's kind of in the middle, a little bit further over to the other side. And they just got to spawn, so we're going to wait here for a second, but it looks like they're kind of turning around now. So I'm going to tell Corwin to go, and I want him to just go straight to the door and start planting. Now as he's doing that, I'm going to throw a sap on. And now ultimately he's going to break the sap to try to interrupt Corwin.
Fuck yeah.
But if you're fast enough, when he uses the trinket and breaks the sap, you can resap. And that's what you just saw there. So when you're trying to do that, you need to get your partner to the door or close to it, throw a sap on, and then be close by and be ready to throw another sap. Because if he's got the trinket break, then he's gonna use it, or he should. And so that's what we did there. It worked out good, and we're able to get ahead. I'm trying to ask my teammates to slow down people behind me. And I see this guy. He doesn't look like he's noticing me right away, but I get pelted. So I'm going to go into killing people here. On the mini-map, I didn't actually see this at the time, but if you look over on the other side of the map, it looks like the other bridge has already been extended. And the enemy team really has no idea. And they've gone across the bridge, if you're looking on the map there, and boom. The next door is planted. So I hear this, and I'm like, oh man, I really shouldn't be fighting her anymore. I mean, because you're really doing these guys a favor. If you kill them at this point, you're going to let them spawn ahead of you instead of just leaving them there and running away. Then they're going to be behind you. So killing them is really not necessary. I'd rather just kind of leave them back there and unable to interrupt us and keep pushing forward. So that's what I'm going to do. I know I have a couple guys ahead of me, so I really want to try and just delay these guys and slow them down. So I'm trying to throw a stun on, pull this guy back, and snare him, and that gives my teammates time to get the next computer.
Way back there.
And again, I don't want to kill him here because that's going to let them spawn. You can see a couple waiting to spawn up top there, but there's still a good chunk of the enemy team that's behind us. And that's exactly where they should be. They just got a good spawn, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to help out here, but I'm going to try. Try to get interrupts, but this side got interrupted, but unfortunately they didn't notice the other side. And so I'm going to go over there and support, get the healing. And all in all, that is a pretty clean round of Voidstar. I think I've mentioned this once before when I did the kind of whirlwind cap video, that if you can get an early door and you can get that kind of surprise capture, that you can kind of get the bulk of the enemy team behind you, and that just kind of lets things keep flowing. That's exactly what happened in this game. It's exactly what happened in this game. So, we had a group of people, and they were all on one side. We were able to get the sap cap, which hopefully I walked you guys through. And they never were really able to recover. And so now we have a pretty easy round. Just going to defend here, and hopefully we'll be able to do it. Try and earn myself a couple medals because I really didn't do much at all the last round other than hit that door. Actually, no, I didn't even hit that door. Corwin hit it, but.
Like much are going left, and they have
so
they have less than 3 minutes. So
if you find yourself defending a door and you think you might be the victim of like one of those sap caps that I tried to throw on, there's not a ton that you can do, and I'm trying to think of like what I would do if I knew that was coming or if I thought that was coming. Number one, don't be predictable about where you're standing. That's why I think I mentioned back in my deception videos that I think assassins are really good for defense because you're not always going to be able to find them. And you know, if you're smart about where you're hiding, where you're staying in stealth, the enemy's hopefully not going to be able to see you. What I mean by smart is don't stand right in front of the door, because obviously they're going to find you when they go to plan. But if you stand a good distance away, but still within sprinting distance or electrocute distance or whatever, you know, odds are they might not find you until they just go for the outright plan. But if you do get, you know, you get the sap or the mind trap or whatever CC, and your resolve isn't full, which mind trap does not fill it all the way. When you break it, I think, you know, it's hard to get into combat that quick. It really is. I'm not sure if Force Shroud will stop it. I think it probably would. So, you know, maybe I'll test that in a duel or something. You know, but I think that probably the best thing to do or to try would be use your trinket break or your CC break and then immediately Force Shroud. I mean, you're going to have to be quick. And hopefully that will do it for you and let you get a chance at interrupting. But I'm not sure. I want to test that. If anyone knows that, if Force Shroud will stop Mind Trap or, you know, other like stealth CCs, please put it in the comments. I'd appreciate it. Other than that, I guess you can always try and like keep yourself in combat, but that really doesn't make sense for an assassin. I think the main thing for us, if you're sticking on defense, is to not be in a predictable spot where the enemy is going to find you. So anyhow, enough about that. Minute and 40-ish seconds, so looking pretty good. Still grinding away for the rated tokens, rated commendations. Getting about halfway to my first piece, which is going to be my main hands. I like that the grind is kind of long. You know, I think that, I mean, obviously when the actual rated war zones come into play, the commendations will come faster because you won't be having to trade them 3-to-1. But I like that it's taking a while to get the weapons at this point. Like, I think it should. Like, you know, it's nice that BioWare put another option to get rated gear or War Hero gear at this point, even though they didn't throw out the rated war zones, just kind of as like, hey, sorry, but here's something that you can do in the meantime. But like, it just doesn't seem right to me that you should be able to get like the quote-unquote rated gear or like the best gear just by AFKing in a war zone, which people have been known to do. So I like that it takes a while. I like that it's like close to 10,000 commendations to get the main hand and a lot of other things. So I think that's cool, and it gives something to work for. But the game is wrapping up here. It was kind of a slaughter, but I wanted to throw it in there because I thought the beginning was good, and I hope you guys can see that and use it, try it out. All you need is really 2 stealthers and some coordination, and don't be afraid to try it. Worst comes to worst, it fails, and then you just open on the guy and try and kill him. So let's see how he did. Metal spam.
That was a really good game.
So that was it. We enjoyed it. Hope you guys did too. This is Murdoc, and I'll see y'all later.